Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to be talking about cake copycats and competitors. Is it ever okay to copy someone's cake design? I'm also going to talk about something personal on this issue that happened to me, and so it's fair to say I have experienced this as well. So if you haven't seen my last video where I talk about money, valuing your time, valuing yourself, I'll put that in the description below, or I'll put it in a wee tag up here somewhere for you. So is it ever okay to copy another creator's cake design? I think if you're starting out and you love cake decorating and it's your hobby and you love it and you're passionate about it and it makes you happy and it's your therapy, I just think knock yourself out. Copy whoever you want to copy. You know, have a look, get inspired. Definitely, there's absolutely no harm, I believe, in looking at other people's work and making a like-for-like creation. Where I think there's problems is if you're a cake business and you're charging for cakes, and you're making money. I'm not talking about if you make cakes for friends or family or make the odd cake here and there. I'm talking about if you're a fully fledged cake business and you're basically have your title as cake designer, then you can't really have that as your title and copy other people's cakes. Otherwise you would just be cake copier rather than cake designer. So I think it's still okay if you like a particular design of a cake and you've come across something, then by all means you can make the same, but you need to give that creator credit. So you can post it in your Instagram or whatever, but I think it's just polite to say, this cake was originally designed by such and such, or this cake was inspired by this person. And that way it just keeps you out of hot water, it keeps you happy. So just keep yourself right in that. I think if it's a hobby, go ahead, but if you're making a business out of it, I think it's just fair to give the creator credit. So that's the copying side of things. Now I want to talk about being competitive. Competitors, maybe I'm not the best person to talk about this because I'm really not a competitive person, but I don't look at other cake designers and other cake artists as competitors. To be honest, I just don't know if that's a healthy mindset. If I was to look at someone's Instagram and be like, oh, I wish I could make that, I wish I could be as good as them, it's doing me a disservice, and it's also doing that person a disservice because you don't know the journey that they've had to go through to get to where they are. And I think just looking at their work and being inspired by it is enough. There's so many amazing cake artists out there, and when I see their work, it inspires me to be better and to do better rather than being competitive and trying to get to where they are. Because I think when you have that attitude and you're being competitive, then you're really doing things for the wrong reason. And there really only is one you, and there really only is one me. So I could give you, somebody could give me and you an identical cake design and say, you make this and I'll make it. And there'll always be slight differences because you're going to put your spin on it and I'm going to put my spin on it. And that's the beauty of the whole thing, is that there's a huge world out there. There's enough business out there for us all, and I think if you're competitive about it, then it's only really going to drag you down. I think rather than being competitive with each other, if we were to support each other and serve each other, then we're all going to be happier and we're all going to get to where we want to be, rather than constantly on the rat race of trying to be better than the other person. And I think the only person that it's okay to compete with really should be yourself. I am in constant competition with myself. I'm always thinking, how can I make this better? How can I make this faster? How could this experience be better for the person receiving this topper? how could I make my YouTube videos better? And I think that's healthy because it keeps you moving forward. You know, regarding YouTube, I am aware that there are so many things I could do to get loads more subscribers. There's things I could do to get lots of views, you know, but that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to get a silver play button. I'm here to try and help you get to where you need to be, or help you make something that you're proud of. You know, my nephew, he's 16, and he was saying to me, "Oh, Auntie Amanda, if you did this and you did this, you would be able to do this and do that." And I know exactly what I could do. But are they really the subscribers that I want? Are they the people that I want watching my videos? And the answer to that is no. I am here to try and help people, you know, learn how to make cake toppers or learn how to grow a small business. And if I do that, I'm just going to have a whole mishmash of people watching videos rather than having those people that are here because they really want to be here. And you're the type of viewer that matters to me. Obviously, there's limits to what you can do. So when I say I want to help or whatever, there's limits to you need to put a limit on that as well. And this is where my personal story comes in. So the person who got me into cake decorating was a really dear friend, and we had children together, and our children were growing up together. So this is around I don't know, 2012, and she was amazing at cakes and made my son's first birthday cake. When it was his second birthday, my friend was pregnant, so I didn't want to ask her to make the cake. So she came down and showed me how to model a wee bit of fondant and brought her stuff down. And you know, from that first day that we sat down and made some stuff, I was hooked. I loved it. I'd never done anything like it. I remember when she went home, I made a wee bee, and I just thought this was the most amazing bee you've ever seen in your life. It's so basic and simple, but I just loved it. And I was so excited. And I suppose there's always been a business side of me. Anything I've done, I've always, you know, I used to buy bags in TK Maxx and sell them on eBay for double the price. And I've always done stuff like that. So whenever I discovered that I loved this, I kind of thought, how could I turn this into a wee business? So my niece Madison, hi Madison, she was really into Moshi Monsters at the time. They were really huge, and she asked me to make her a Moshi Monster cake for her birthday, and I made her a wee Poppet. It was like Poppet was the wee character at the time, and I just took a few photographs of it and thought, I'm gonna put a listing on eBay and see if this sells. Well, of course it sold, and Moshi Monsters were huge, and I couldn't keep up with the orders. Everybody wanted different characters. It's kind of like the LOL doll craze now. And once I discovered this, I just could not wait to tell my friend. I just thought, she's a mum, she's at home, she could be making a wee bit of money at home as well. So I told my friend all about it, and she was so excited. So I went down to the house and, you know, I helped her set up the eBay. I told her what to buy to package and showed her how I package my stuff. And we were both so excited. And over the next few weeks, I was gutted because when she was putting new listings on eBay, she was just copying the exact same. So if I made a Eggle Piggle, she would make an Eggle Piggle, but the titles, the description, everything was copy and pasted. So the titles were exactly the same, the description was exactly the same. I love a blue background. You can still tell now I love blue, and I used to have a blue background, and of course then she had a blue background, and so I thought, right, I'll end that listing and create a completely new listing. So say I would have went and created a Spider-Man, well then within a couple of days a Spider-Man would have appeared. So I had said to her, like, maybe we should sell different things. Maybe if we agree that you sell this and I'll sell this, because there are gazillions of toppers to choose from. but it just fell on deaf ears. And so we were still friends and everything, and we were together one day, and I'd said to her, do you know, I think I'm going to set up a Facebook page. And of course I got home that night, and you know what I'm going to say. I got a notification on Facebook, such and such would like you to like her new Facebook page. And I was gutted, because I just thought, oh no, I can't set up my Facebook page now, because everybody's going to think I'm copying her idea. And you know, her husband was going in and saying, oh, you're just a genius, this is a genius idea, whenever I retire we can do this and do that. And he knew that I had helped, and I think that's why it's just so important to give people credit. Not even saying, you know, because she was the one that brought me into cake decorating, but even just to say, oh, thanks Amanda for your help, or you know, it just would have went a long way. And as time went on, I heard from her less and less, so I still would have texted and tried to keep in contact, and she would have cancelled so many times, and then I was blocked on Facebook, I think, and that was it. So I was phased out. I'm just thinking of that episode in Friends where they're trying to phase Phoebe out. But there is a saying for that, where you're like not in the friend zone anymore, and that was definitely me. I was kicked well and truly out of the friend zone. And you know, that's so sad, because that was the kids were such good friends, and we were such good friends, and to lose all that over, you know, business is just, it's silly. And if this happened to you, or it is happening to you, it's very hard to sit back and say nothing. But you will never regret taking the high road. You will regret saying things in haste, saying things in anger, lashing out. I think people will sit back and see who the genuine article is, and you don't always need to. And you don't always need to broadcast it. And you know, that person doesn't have an eBay shop anymore, and doesn't have the cake business anymore, and says it all really. And it's sad to think that our friendship is lost over something that didn't even go the distance. It just taught me a valuable lesson in that, you know, you can help somebody on their journey, but their journey has to be their own. Or when you're teaching a child to ride their bike, there is that point where you have to let go, which my daughter is still traumatized about. I'm just thinking of a story where I let go, and she still remembers that I told her I would hold on, and I didn't. I did try to explain to her, Holly, this is like the rite of passage of learning to ride your bike. Your parent lets go, but you know, you do just have to, you can help and you can encourage, but you know, it has to be their own journey, and they have to have their own signature style with it. You know, don't give away all your secrets. And if you do give away your secrets, just be choosy as to who it is that you're helping along their way. So I think the moral of the story is that your work is always going to be better than copying someone else's, and just believe in your own creativity, and believe in your own work and your own ability in what you're doing. Okay, so what are your thoughts on this? Is it ever okay to copy someone else's work and not give them credit? Have you been burned in the past by someone maybe copying your designs? Let me know in the comments below. I love chatting to you down there. And if you don't want to put anything publicly on here, you can always message me on Instagram. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I will see you on Thursday for a tutorial. Bye guys.